Okay, so hopefully map's loaded, everyone's good to go. Update's been done. Everyone was here last week, is that right? Or Bernard, you weren't? No.
I wasn't.
So
No,
I
I
just
was
read the last
away.
bit of the update. Is there anything else that you think Bernard needs to know, crew?
Yeah,
You'll be fine.
you'll be fine.
You read the notes, right?
No, he didn't.
Yes, I did. I read them the day after.
Bullshit.
And then you've just forgotten them in the 2 weeks in between. You didn't miss
I
much.
even sent you, go and check Messenger, check the day after, see my comments saying what great notes, Maria.
Snap.
Nah.
I know.
They are good notes. Maria's the best
Why did we
best note
fireball?
taker in all campaigns
Yeah.
I'm involved in.
Oh, what?
Thank God for Maria in many cases.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
You get to join all our
That's
campaigns
right.
to be
Your
described.
D&D playing future is
I'm gonna
assured.
start a new character.
Yeah, done. You're in.
Right, so I assume that Ia and Iria, you're in the corridor. Let's start with you guys. The rest of you are in the room, searching through, pocketing bottles of wine ink, searching through pieces and pondering over the parchment that you found that seemed to be some sort of instructions for this particular druid. Where would you like to go from here?
Well, since we're in the corridor, we'll probably move towards the gang and say, OMG, what did you guys do? Just kind of slink out and be like, everybody alive? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna join the team.
All right, so Irina
Okay.
comes down with you and is sort of slightly, sort of raises her eyebrows at the smoking corpse and sort of goes, did you find anything of interest?
Hey, sorry, Duncan. I can't see anything at this stage. Am I hidden for any reason? I have refreshed.
You gotta scroll to the far left of the page.
Yeah, I've done that. Thanks, though.
That's okay. I can't see my character at all. I'm thinking
Your character's off to the side.
Is she?
There.
Where is she?
Now it's
now.
appeared.
Right.
It's appeared now.
Okay, yeah, I just sent it everyone back on Fisk's character. Yep.
Found it. Thank you. Okay. I was like,
So, the it's still obviously morning, essentially you've woken up, you've left that stable, you've done some exploring, you went upstairs, so you're in the top level of the winery, and what you hear is a thud, like someone dropping something or throwing something aside, coming from the door that's here.
I'm sorry, I was on a different sheet.
The door near where Starfire is standing.
A thud. Starfire will do the whole noise thing, and I'll go up and listen to the door.
Hang on, Starfire's going to do what kind of noise thing?
It's that whole, I'll listen.
Oh, right, you're not going to go,
at the door and see if I can hear anything.
Make lots of noise.
No, I figured I'd probably not do that.
So, onwards then. You're
yes,
listening at the door.
onwards.
Give me a perception check.
I'm trying, but my character sheet just crashed rather ridiculously, and I don't know why.
You're still getting paid as a consultant by a computer.
Yeah, I know.
Order one.
Yeah, it's that whole needing to go in and get it physically in person. I need Apple to open. Lockdown sucks.
You live in Moldavia or somewhere?
Sorry?
Nothing. Just being facetious.
Now, how's the music volume?
Is anybody else watching?
Because I think like I said, I think I've discovered that it's set on different. You all have different levels, so it might be in your roll 20, or it might be somewhere you might have a volume control on your roll 20. So just check that. I'm not sure if you do. Oh yeah, master music volume level. Do you guys have that? As a player?
Where?
Under your settings in yeah, you do.
You
So
roll
if you
20.
click on your little settings and roll 20 under my settings, the first
Yeah.
thing is master music volume level.
Yeah, mine's all the way
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, mine's, but I can't hear anything, Duncan.
Yeah, where's yours though?
I can.
Fully all the way up.
And
I just turned mine up.
you can't hear the music.
And it did get louder when I turned mine up.
I can hear
Interesting.
the music.
Yeah, I can hear it really easily, which sometimes I can't hear it at all, but today it's fine. So, I don't know.
I can hear it now, but I've got to be at full volume. And it's just.
Maybe. What speakers do you have, Dad? Do you need to put your headphones in?
No, I've got a big USB speaker thing. You need to, Duncan, can some vampire just deal with it?
Some vampire deal.
What? I just suggested a reasonable strategy to mitigate your circumstances. I'm very confused why I'm getting in trouble now.
All right, moving on from the father-daughter situation. Well, okay, have you actually rolled anything, Maria, yet? Have you got real dice?
No.
Can you get real dice? I'll tell you what you've rolled. You have rolled a
Oh.
14. So what's your plus?
You tell me, and I'll go find those dice you got me.
As you
Hang on.
listen at the door, you've heard like there's like nothing. Suddenly you think maybe there's some shuffling of feet, like on the other side, but it's a little further away. So you're not 100% sure what you've heard. But there was definitely like a clang of wood or something quite loud that came from behind that door.
I say we let Fisk go and investigate that.
Yeah. Okay, so is that door up here?
No, it's where Starfire is. It's down here. Yeah.
Okay. So my background's only just cleared up now. It was all blurry till about a second ago.
I think you might have a slow connection, maybe, Bernard. That's why.
Yeah.
Because you're
it's
quite
really-
blurry.
Yeah.
Everyone else is pretty normal.
So I'm looking blurry to you, am I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you freeze every now and then as well. And
Hang
speaking
on.
of freezing, it would
Check.
appear that Maddie's freezing as well. She's going to get the blanket of warmth. Blanket of warmth
The
plus
northern
2.
Yeah.
continent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Maria, what are you going to do?
The boyfriend decided to open that window.
I was going to move out of the way, and if I can nudge past Ia, and then that way Fisk can get near the door.
Irina says, I'll step back. I'll let you do your thing. You seem to be quite proficient at this sort of thing so far, I have observed.
Everybody like how every character sounds the same.
This is very true.
He makes an effort though, which is quite good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not going to put on a high-pitched voice.
Come on.
Oh, this is so good. You are doing it so well. Oh, be Irina, fluttering away. Who's standing on top of me? Starfire, get off me, you fiend. Oof.
It's like a really bad Carry-On movie. Carry-On D&D.
Righto, Fisk, what are you going to do?
Okay, am I clearer now, by the way?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you are
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, your head's moving at the same time as your head.
Okay, that's better. Okay, I'm going to listen at the door and check for
Okay,
traps.
give me a investigation check.
Ooh.
Okay, it doesn't seem trapped, and it seems unlocked.
Okay, I'll open the door.
Alright. Opening the
Carefully.
door. I've got to say, the other software I use for in-person games, Encounter Plus, even like on the normal level, you don't have to jump to the dynamic lighting. It has a little door like a little that I
Oh,
can
really?
see.
Is that one we tested
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
iPad?
And you just click on the
Yeah,
door and
that
it
was
opens
cool.
the door. Like it works out what a door is. Yeah, it's so cool. But here I've got to actually physically do that. And then I've got to swap back into tokens, and there you go. As you open the door, the first thing that hits you is the rich smell of fermenting wines, filling what appears to be a large, long, two-story chamber dominated by 4 enormous wooden casks. That's all you can see at this stage.
Dominated by how many casks? Sorry, did you say 4?
Mm-hmm.
4.
So,
Okay.
what are you doing,
One.
Fisk? You're outside the window.
Out the window.
Right.
Things are only just getting
So
clear
you
for
just
me.
moved out of the way. So that's what you, in the brief moment that you open the door.
Yeah.
Now that you step in through.
Yeah.
You can see that the wooden staircase in the center of the room climbs to a 10-foot high wooden balcony that you're standing on, that clings to the southern wall. It has 4 windows set in it at balcony level. Stacked against the wall underneath the balcony are old empty barrels with the Wizard of Wines burned into their side. The balcony climbs another 5 feet as it continues along the west and east walls, ending at doors where you're standing at the west end, leading to inside the upper level. You can see on the eastern end that underneath the balcony over there are several doors, some of which hang open. Beneath the sloping roof stretch thick rafters upon which scores of ravens have quietly gathered, and they watch you with great interest.
All right. Nice.
Yeah.
Don't kill the ravens.
Ooh.
Don't kill the
Scores of
ravens.
Suddenly, the balcony creaks again, and you now see a woman stepping around, and she is essentially hasn't realized that you've opened the door yet. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You see this wild-looking figure, and she's hunched over the closest most cask to you, and she's pouring this flask of thick syrup into it. She's wearing a gown made of animal skins and a headdress with goat horns. Her hair is long and unkempt. Suddenly, you see something skittering across the floor. It looks like a tiny creature made of twigs. It moves from its hiding place under the stairs and disappears behind the easternmost cask. Now, that's downstairs. So, you've just seen something flash over here in the easternmost cask. Yeah. And this woman here is pouring. Suddenly, she stops. She looks up. She gasps and is about to roll initiative.
What colour are her dice?
She gets an 18 and she is on the initiative board. Let's get you guys on. Don't forget, click on your dude. Must click on your icon, then click on initiative. And start thinking about what you're going to do so that when it's your turn, you are up and running, ready to rumble.
Why is Fisk rolling with advantage?
I don't know, Fisk, why are you rolling with advantage?
Because
Need to
he's a cool thief who
go
rolled in
set
there
your settings on
fast.
D&D on Beyond 20.
That's because someone's done it last game, I'd say.
No.
No, they didn't.
Last game's a good game.
Done. Fixed.
Okay, Cage. Cage the Mage.
Okay, we got everyone on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ooh, Cage is doing well.
Okay, Ia.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
I haven't entered the room yet, so.
Fisk is in the way.
I'm just gonna pass. I'm just gonna move towards the door. That's my turn.
Okay, so you move 5 feet to the door. Okay. Alright. Cage is next. He's in...
Cage
He
will
wouldn't be
pass
aware of
because
it. Yep.
Starfire and Fisk are
Fisk.
in the way. But he'll
Yep.
move to here.
So Fisk, what you see is that she drops... What you see is that she drops the flask that she was just pouring into the wine vat. It smashes on the ground. And with that, you now have the initiative.
Bang.
Reaching for your short bow. You pull it back.
Yeah.
Now, you don't get sneak attack damage, unless you've got something that's going to tell me otherwise. And you fling an arrow. It strikes into the skins surrounding her. She yells a yelp, and with that, she musters some sort of green arcane energy and flashes out towards you. As suddenly, around the staircase and where you're standing, these vines, like weeds and sort of vines, sprout from the very ground. And basically, you must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants. So, give me a strength saving throw.
Well, we've been here before with vines, haven't we? We know how to deal with this. Come on, Fisk.
Oh.
Yeah, so
That's a bit of
DC
bad
12.
luck.
So 8 is a fail. You are restrained, my good man. So let's stick that on. You put a net on you to remind you that you are now restrained. Now, the so the first 3 squares here are all viney bits. Okay, so all through here. Okay. Alright. Any questions? For the next 10 turns, they will remain there. Unless, unless
Next
her
10
concentration
turns,
can be broken,
unless...
of course. Alright. Wolfroll, it's over to you. You're in the room with Fisk, so you're probably just starting to hear Fisk yell out now. So you are able to respond to move towards the danger if that's what you want to do.
I'll do that. How close can I
You
get?
can move, these are 5 foot squares, so you have movement of 30 feet, so you can move as long as you end up in a free space. But of course, as soon as you enter into the entangled area, you'll need to do a saving throw.
Is the entanglement coming out of the room?
No, it's not.
Because I can't tell
No,
if
it's not. It's only grasped on. She's thrown the spell. It's on the walls. It's but it's not, and it's sort of dangling down. So it has a 20-foot square. So if you imagine that she's thrown it towards where Fisk is, and it's gone all along this upper balcony. Because what you're looking down in the room, if you can see it on your maps, it's 2 stories. So you're looking to the lower level as well. Now the ravens, there's these ravens sitting in the rafters, and they're just like, some of them are like fluttering their wings out, and sort of, but they're not taking off. Sort of like when the spell was cast, and the arrow shot. They're like, there's some of them fluttering around, but they're not taking any kind of offensive action. So you've moved to there. You run past the door, pushing past the door, and up against the wall. Starfire.
Mm-hmm.
Starfire is up. I'm just trying to figure out how this works. Is this going to work? I'm trying to use my retractable claws. You know how I've got this thing where I can do the whole...
Yeah.
But I think it's just struggling to roll. Just really weird. There it is. It's just really slow. Oh,
right.
No.
So what are you doing? Nothing with retractable claws. You scratch yourself because you're trying to work out how they work, and roll a 4-sided dice. I'll do it for you. And it is
Good sound.
I roll a 4. You take 4 hit points damage from trying to work out how those things work.
Oh, come on. I use them all the time.
See? Doesn't seem like it. With that, Ia, it's back to you.
Mm-hmm. Can we burn the...
Cage would love nothing more.
just
A bit
out of
tasty.
curiosity, can we burn the vines?
Yeah, you can.
Fisky, you got fire resistancy?
No.
Well, that's unfortunate. Can I cut the vines?
Yeah, you can try whatever. I mean, they're like flowing out, etc. You can go in and try and cut them if you like.
Yeah, if I go in like long
So
sword.
Fisk is sort of entangled. Now you can step over him, right? Or you can try and hack at him from in the doorway. What are you trying to do?
No, I just want to jump over him
Okay.
and cut through those bits to get to a place where I can actually attack
Alright,
the
so
druid.
as you go through, I want you to do a strength saving throw. So you're pushing past the plants. Oh, so you get past Fisk, okay, and you're now in the next sort of square next to him, and you managed to like pull yourself out as the things are trying to do there. You can have an action now. Are you going to move into the next square, or are you going to strike at the plants itself?
I'm going to strike at
Okay,
the plant.
give me a sword attack with whatever weapon, like a melee attack.
Yep.
Oh, you strike at it, but they reach on and wrap around your sword, and you pull that loose. You nearly slice into Fisk himself, and then suddenly, as you're standing there, you realise that the vines are all around you, and you think, "Oh my God, I might need to get out of here." And with that, cages go.
Okay. So Cage is going to come in and he is going to shape what he does. Just to be clear. And he is going to try and, if I can get this to work. Well, I think I'm close enough. Hang on.
He's going to mage hand.
Yep, 30 feet. Yep, he's going to do mage hand and he's going to try and distract the druid. So he's going to reach out and then he's going to try and slap her and try and break her concentration so the vines and stuff fall down and stop entangling Fisk. So it's much of a slap, 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 slap.
Right. That's a fantastic, interesting approach.
Just break her
Okay.
concentration.
So, give me a ranged attack roll. Give me dexterity with your modifier.
Cage, dexterity. He doesn't have any modifiers. Dexterity. Cage, sadly, it's not that type of mage.
Right. Well, he has. Just give me what did you roll? A dexterity of 2. 2 plus 0.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's not very dexterous.
Right.
So I'm guessing the mage hand
absolutely.
misses her?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. That's Cage's go. Fisk, what are you
That's
going to
sad.
do? You're still struggling. You're going to try and break free.
Yeah,
Dexterity
if I
saving
can.
throw. Oh, sorry, strength
What?
saving throw.
Dash saving throw. Yeah.
You continue to be entangled. And with that, the druid herself jumps back down. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And she's running down the stairs now. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. She is just at the door. down. She's just nearly at the double doors that are underneath underneath the in the level below. So you can still see her, and it's Wolfrall, your go.
Okay. Kind of negates what I was going to do. I might try to force my way. I can't really get in there, can I?
Well, you can try. Ia was successfully unentangled.
I'm not as strong as Ia. I'll give it a go. Try to force my way.
Okay, so where are you going to go,
What
Wolfrall?
have I got to roll?
Right, you're going to try
I'm
and
gonna-
move through, so I need you to do a...
Try to move through and then follow her.
Sorry, say again.
I'm going to try to move through the vines and follow the drill.
Okay, so to move through the vines, I'm going to need you to do for me, please, a strength saving throw. And you are entangled. The vines reach up and wrap around, and as you're struggling past Ia, you trip and fall, and you're prone as well. So you are, my dear, entangled. Starfire, you have seen all your brave colleagues run beyond the door. You and Irina looking at each other, wondering, should we go, should we stay? Irina going, I think I will stay. You're much better at this.
Yeah. I think you've probably got the right idea. I think this is really not the to get in there. Now, Fisk, you're in the way, unfortunately. For some reason, I lost all of my spells. Is anybody else's character sheet just being really weird and not showing everything?
On Roll20 or
No.
D&D Beyond?
D&D Beyond.
Yeah, so far.
Oh. No, I seem to have lost my Radiant Sunbolt and stuff like
no.
that. Yeah, no, it's weird. It's like
Yeah, you've
I've
only got first
burning.
level. What's going on there?
I've only got burning hands now, which I never had before, which is like
That is
really
weird.
strange. So it is weird, right?
Yeah.
I've been trying to figure out
Radiant
what's going on with my
Sunbolt's
sheet.
there in your actions. So you can do it
Hang
on
on,
your
let me
actions
do
on the
refresh.
actions thing. Range of 30
There's
feet.
nowhere to.
But all your spells
It doesn't
are
let
gone.
me. Yeah, everything's just messed up, right?
Yeah. And you should have inspiration as well.
Yeah, it's just like
You don't have
all these
spellcasting or
changes.
pack magic spells to manage. Oh, are you, do
I did.
you not have it as a monk?
I did have stuff as a monk, but
Yeah, so
Some of
go
the stuff is
back
just
to
gone.
actions though. Go back to actions. On D&D Beyond,
It's
just
not-
click on the actions
Yeah.
section.
yeah, actions.
Yeah, you've only
'Cause
got
it's
Burning
like,
Hands as a first level spell, so there you go.
Weird, right? Something very strange has happened.
But did you have spells before? I don't know if you did.
I thought I
Probably another
had
character.
something else apart from apart from Radiant Sunbolt. But like, I can't click on Radiant Sunbolt.
You should be able to. Just on the
Let me
left
try
hand
it from this
side,
sheet. Yep,
the
hang
little
on.
where
Yep. No, it's working now. It's okay. It wouldn't let me do it before. Maybe it's just because of the speed. I don't know. Very strange. I'll get my short sword and I will start cutting into the vines to try and free Fisk.
right.
I knew I should have printed out this sheet.
Yeah, I don't think you've got spells. I think you've only got Burning Hands as a monk, and you've got Radiant Sunbolt. I think you might be. Yeah.
Confusing
Maybe.
with the other
Yeah.
one. I was sure I had something else.
But you're a
I'll
monk,
have to
aren't
go
you?
back.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So what are you going to do? You're going to push Cage out of the way to get access to Fisk. Is Cage
Yeah.
going to move?
I'm going to
Cage
try
jumps
and
out of the way.
free Fisk.
Okay.
Yep.
Slashing
Cage
away
moves.
at the vines, they wrap up and they meet your sword. Some are slashed, but suddenly immediately it regrows, and it's of no use whatsoever.
Aw.
At this particular point, Ia, what are you going to do now? You've seen the druid run
Okay.
as you're struggling with the vines. You've managed to be unentangled so far. Wolfrel push passes you. She suddenly trips as being wrapped up. The vines are almost smothering her and constricting her. The woman, the strange druidic type thing, is running down the stairs and making a dash to some double doors to the east below on the ground level. But you can still see her. She's just about to reach the doors.
Okay, can 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't reach her to do anything to attack her. I want to use my Thaumatrue,
Yep.
whatever, cantrip and shake the floor so that her concentration is broke.
Right. So, 30 feet. Are you aiming anywhere particular?
Ooh, transmutation.
No, just
So, are you making a sound or a thunder, or what are you trying to do? Are you trying to shut a door or something? Harmless tremor in the ground?
yeah, it's just a
30
harmless
feet
tremor
away.
in the ground.
Okay. Yes. See the open. You can see down into the open flasks, like not flasks. They're like big vats of wine. And you can see that the surface of the wine is wobbling. You know, like having little vibrations happening inside it. And with that, KG.
Hey.
Did the
There's still
concentration
vines
break?
going all over the place. And thanks for reminding me, Maddie. Can you do a strength saving throw? Because you're still in the vine area. You didn't move. That's what we like. Let's get you wrapped up for Christmas too, Maddie. Hey? They're green. It's like green tinsel. And guess what? It starts to wrap around your hands and your arms, and suddenly it pulls you down. You're like being compressed as if almost you feel entangled with the vines. Fisky. You go. Saving throw.
Didn't I
unless you
didn't
got
roll
something
with
else going
Cage at all?
on. Bernard.
Plus strength saving. Yeah.
What's Cage doing?
Cage was trying to
Right.
work out a spell.
I'm just.
Right. With that, I don't know what Cage is doing. He's thinking about things.
Kate, or you're talking about when you were talking to Ia about what Ia was doing in strength saving throw. Cage was trying to cast a spell across to
Right,
the
did I
druid.
miss Cage? I did, I missed his turn. Right. So Witch Bolt is 30
Yeah.
feet. So that's great. So Cage goes 30 feet. Let's just see how far that Witch Bolt gets.
It's just
Gets
to
here,
distract her.
Gets to the stairs. Smacks into the floor just in front of the stairs. She seems oblivious completely to it because
Does
it's
it?
30 feet away.
Oh,
But that's okay. You guys are all over it.
it's just meant to break her concentration.
Right. So, she reaches the door. She begins. She steps through it. Suddenly, all the vines fall away.
Hurrah!
And you are all no longer entangled.
It was the witch bolt. She was scared.
Or she knows the ranges of things. Which clearly...
I'm just trying to scare her. There's nothing else I can do from that distance.
Yeah, no, that's
Scaring
good.
didn't work though.
Plan. I'd be into that. That's it. You're all unentangled. The vines fall away, shriveling up into sort of old, smelly seaweed type stuff. Okay, the druid is gone. What are you guys going to do? You're out of initiative order now.
Follow.
Run after her.
Yeah, let's go. We don't know who else is here or how many of them there are.
Mhm.
You're the area.
You want to secure the area?
No, I want to run after her.
Yeah, same. Let's go.
Okay. So you can move 60,
All right.
10 squares. Tell me where you're going to stop.
5, 6, 7. Should we go down these stairs? Oh no, it's the same thing.
Where she went.
And where did
went
she
down
go?
these
She went over
stairs in
here.
the middle. They go down. These stairs up here, they go up.
Oh.
She went downstairs and ran along at the bottom where the tanks were, and went through double doors that you'll soon see are over here. So Wolfrel, you've run downstairs. Just let me put you
Yep.
down at the bottom of the stairs. So you'll need to find yourself on the map. Just go scroll
Okay,
down
well.
here. I'll move you to the bottom of the
Uh-huh.
stairs. So same
Found
for
it.
you here. You'll just need to come down to the bottom of the on the map.
Yeah.
So you guys can see that there, yeah?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, who else? What are you guys doing up? Irina runs into the room. Wait for me! Wait for me! Wait for me! She says. Fisky, why are you
Hurry
still
up.
entangled? I'll unentangle you.
I don't know. Untangle me.
Such an entanglement. Okay, so Wolfrel, is that the extent of your range that you could run?
That was my 10 squares.
And Ia, is that your 10 squares too? At the bottom of the stairs? Yep.
Yeah.
Turning, you can see that the tanks are massive, you know, and you see that the double doors have been left open over here.
Alrighty.
And we
Shall
can't
we?
climb
beg your
through
pardon?
it. Can't see anything
No,
through
just what you
the
can see.
doors.
It seems to actually look like almost where you went up. Remember, you guys went up that spiral sort of barrel rolling slope up to the second floor? Yeah, yeah. It looks like you went
Oh,
past
yeah.
some double doors. That's where you appear to have actually gone upstairs. Okay, Cage, the rest of you, what are you guys doing?
We
Yeah, just
We're
do what
allowed
you
to
can do.
move
Just don't-
again?
If you're going to move, just don't move more than 10 squares.
just following the others.
Yep,
They
so
went this way, right?
You're going downstairs, yeah?
Yep. And so Starfire.
So Starfire's down. No, you're going downstairs. Yes, the stairs go
Down.
down in the middle. Those stairs go up. So scroll down.
I thought
Yeah,
this is where the druid went.
downstairs. Oh my god. That's alright.
Sorry, down.
Fisk, what are you doing? You still upstairs?
Okay.
Yeah.
I see where
I'm
we
stuck
are.
upstairs. I'll follow
You
them
come
down.
down the stairs. 2. So you're all now downstairs. Here. Hopefully that all brings you to where you should be. Yeah?
Who just moved me?
I don't know. Where'd you go? Oh, you're over there. Why are you over there?
I don't know.
There.
I think Dad moved me.
Right. So, as you've all come down, you
Righty.
see that these are, again, these massive 4 containers. They look like fermentation vats. The overwhelming smell of this sort of, sort of fermenting, rich sort of fermenting wine smell. Although you do note that it's like there's something a little acidic to the smell.
Hmm.
And just
Fisk, you
below
wanna try the
Irina,
wine?
where
Yeah.
Irina is, she looks to the floor, and that's where that flask that the woman dropped, and fell to the bottom floor, smashed. Yep. Does everyone remember that?
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
do.
Did you say it's near
Yeah.
Irina?
I'm just drawing a yellow
It's near me
splash.
as well, right?
Is it
No, it's not
smoking?
smoking. You're going to go, you can investigate it, or you can run.
I might
So
go
it's
over.
to the west, where you are, Starfire. You're standing right in front of it. It's a green glass, and there's a sort of thick syrupy fluid in there. The syrup seems to be, but you haven't investigated it yet. But it kind of looks like it's either clear or it's a greeny sort of color. You're not 100% sure. Okay, who's doing what? Let's go for Wolfroll. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I guess.
I'm going to follow the druid. I'm going to go to the door and walk through the door.
What kind of smart thinking is that?
So what are you going to do?
We
You're
don't.
coming to the
We don't
door,
do smart in this group.
right? You're coming to that door there.
Is that the door that's open that she went through?
No, can you see down here? There's 2 open doors.
That's where she went?
Yeah.
Okay, that's where I'm going to look.
Okay. All right. Like you clearly see that this is the tower that you ventured in from. You recall that perhaps just outside is where the cart was that you originally came from, the stables that adjoins the stables. But you see nothing. You hear nothing. Again, you can see that this door is also ajar.
Have I got any move?
No,
left
because
to
you've
do?
done an action, which is to look.
Okay.
Okay, Ia. What do you want to do?
Alrighty. Can I investigate? No, kind of too far away from that. Oh yeah, I can do that. I'm gonna walk over here and I'm gonna investigate that little flask thing.
Okay, give me an investigation. While you're doing that, Starfire, what are you doing?
I investigated it and noticed nothing, so I'm going to take off after Wolfroll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay. Alright.
So that she's not on her own.
KGAG doing?
Cage is similarly going to go after Starfire and Wolfroll, figuring there's safety in numbers.
Right.
Split the party.
Fisky, what are you doing?
I'll just back these guys up, heading over this way where they're all going.
Alright, Ia. Irina's standing there with you. Over to you, what are you doing?
I investigated.
Leaning forward, getting down. Get your Skype messenger.
Duncan, every time I look at these coins, I think they are so well made, you know?
Thank you.
They're really good.
Okay, Irina goes,
Oh.
what is it? What did she pour into the wine?
I'll tell Irina that I think it's some kind of poison, like cyanide.
Poison? But this is where all the wine in Barovia comes from. Surely they wouldn't poison the wine.
Okay.
Okay, it's now Wolfroll's go.
Okay, I'm going
Don't
to
I?
shoot out and look back at that door that's open.
So what are you doing?
I'm going to step out the door and look around before I do anything
Okay.
else.
It definitely appears to be that turret. There's this sloping wooden floor spiraling from where you are back up to where you just were. You can see the scratch marks from where the barrels have come down. You can see that the door to the north is sort of is open, obviously, sort of hanging there. They're the ones that sort of looks like it's been forced open and it's hanging ajar. You might recall you saw that when you first came.
But no one in sight?
No.
Okay. I go clear to my companions who are standing near me.
Yay!
Okay. With that, Starfire, what are you going to do?
Follow out. Just tag along with
Okay,
Wolfrul.
Wolf was just in the doorway. So you're going to move past her, or?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just going to move past her. And then...
Yeah, back to you now.
Okay, I pick up the poison and pop it in my back pocket. For safekeeping.
So how are you picking it up?
If it smells like irons, it's cyanide, so it's only dangerous if I ingest it. So, with my hands.
So you're picking up the broken bits of glass? What, like the bottle's smashed?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
smashed. Well, that doesn't really help me then. Okay, I leave it. I nudge my mate, Irina, and I go, let's skedaddle.
She goes, where did the
And-
others go?
We run this way.
I see, where did the others go? My accent right.
Yeah,
Wait
this
for
way.
me! Oh.
But as I pass the wine vat, can we smell the wine vat to see if it's been contaminated?
So, you might recall that at the top, up the stairs,
Yeah.
is where she was there, right? And she
Yeah.
was pouring something in, which she then threw down onto the ground, which you've just investigated and discovered what you think it might be. So, if you want to look into the wine vats, you're going to have to go back up the stairs, because they're like
But
significantly...
aren't there little taps down the bottom here?
Yeah, sure, there's little taps. They're sort of like...
If we just push the taps onto the ground and then smell them to see if the cyanide has been put into them.
You're going to
'Cause-
push the taps onto the ground, so you're going to like bash them off
Just
or
turn them.
No, turn them.
turn them.
Like, oof, so then it drops onto the ground.
So which
And
one are
then
you
we
doing that to?
Well, I've just run past all of them.
Yep.
So I'm
So this
gonna
last
do
one
it
here?
to, yeah, the
Okay.
last one, to see if she's done it to all of them or just one.
Right. Okay, as you turn the tap, we now cut the scene across the cage.
Cage is just going to follow after the girls, so he's just going to hang in the door. And why can't I move Cage? And wait for them to move.
Alright. Fisky? Everyone's
Yeah,
stacking at the door?
I'm just stacking at the door.
Okay, can you give me a... Actually, don't worry, I'll work that out. Whoops, we rolled a 1 on our API, that's not very good. Beyond 20's just fucked itself, right. Okay, Skype message to you. Okay. Alright, sorry guys. Okay, so Fisky, right, if you'll go Wolfrul, what are you back to you now? What are you doing?
Head down the stairs.
Head down the steps? Out the front.
Oh, sorry, are these stairs, are they going up?
Yeah, yeah. They're the ones that
Right.
you guys just went up, right? Remember, you went up, you came in, you went through that door, you went upstairs, you then killed that druid who's now fallen onto the cart that's to the north. So you can certainly go back upstairs, because let's get into an endless loop.
I'm trying to surmise where she went.
Yeah, well, that's up
and
to
follow
you. You don't
her.
know where she's went. You did not see. You.
Yeah, I'll go up and have a look.
You're going to go up the ramp again? Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Moving up the ramp. You'll need to move your observation up to the top. And you can see that as you come up to the top, you see the corridor continues on to the north and opens up again near where that crane was. You can see that there's still some smoke and a lot of scorching along the wall.
But I still can't see the whole room.
Well, you can, yes, if you want to move, unless you want to take an action now. No?
No, I'll move forward.
So you can move to here, and you're standing next to the door there's 2 doors that lead to the west, and you're now looking down, and you can see down below in here the body of the other druid that crashed down and broke one of the... I think both broke both, didn't it? I think only one survived. There's only one barrel that didn't break from her fall, from memory.
Give us
Yeah.
time.
Okay, that's the end of your turn. Starfire, you're going to run upstairs as well?
Yep. So run upstairs.
Right.
No, that's downstairs.
You've just gone upstairs, so
How
you're
do
at
I
the
get
upstairs as well. Wolfles, 15, 20 feet in front of you.
Where's upstairs?
You're going to take an action, or you're just going to use you to move?
Just moving.
Okay. Do you want to? You can move up next to her, or just one beyond her if you wish.
I'm going to move here.
Okay. All right. Cage, is he doing the same?
He is doing the same.
Okay, so Cage will get to just halfway along the corridor. Okay, Fisky, what are you up to?
I'm just going to have a better look at that barrel.
Okay,
Why? I'm looking at the barrel.
right. So as you do that, I'll come back to
Yeah.
you, Ia. You turn the handle,
Mm.
and nothing seems to come out.
So she's achieved nothing. This one's empty.
Do you want to tap it? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll tap it.
You sure?
Oh, let there be a wine monster. That would be so cool. Sorry, that was my inside voice.
The wine monster is usually one of the party members, isn't it?
Great.
Okay, as you tap it, you suddenly hear a scamper, right? And that scamper turns into a initiative roll for you, Fisk,
Ooh, is it the Twiglet?
as a small twig blight races out and basically confronts you. You have advantage. So yeah, 22 for your initiative. I'll take that. You have the initiative. What do you want to do?
I will attack it. So it's right in front of me, is it?
It's actually ran out of the crack that you're looking at.
Yeah, that I was looking at. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. There is no more. Like it is like just splinters now. So yeah, absolutely sorted the crap out of that. So that's good. And you can now see that.
So was the druid trying to poison the twig blights?
I think it was just hiding
I
from
think
us.
it was just hiding in there.
So
Very confused. Why would she pour?
Because the other vats have got wine in, so she was poisoning the other ones. That happens to be an empty vat. And the Twiglet was probably hiding in.
It's a smart Twiglet.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go back to this one here and do the same thing. Empty the...
yeah, turn the tap. You're just going to turn the tap and let it run.
I'm only gonna turn the tap, let it run for enough that there's like a little puddle on
Okay,
the
as
ground.
you turn the
And then I'll
tap,
turn it off.
this dark red liquid begins to flow and flow out around on the floor. It's getting bigger and bigger. It's glug 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 glug. It's starting to flood. It's now like almost 2 meters. Let me know when you're turning the tap off. Glug 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 glug.
I turned the tap off. Because I missed what I told you.
That
I
is
just
so
wanted to make
slow.
a little puddle.
Well, everyone's version of a puddle is different. So, you have mostly flooded that side around 2 to 3, 10 to 20 feet around you as you're standing in wine. You struggled to turn it off because once it had started, but it's now off, and you've managed to seal it. Irina goes, "Ooh, I see. What a strange thing. Are you going to have some wine? Should we not have collected it in a container, or do you think this might be tainted as well?"
I just look at Irina, roll my eyes,
Do an intimidation.
and mutter
Roll me an intimidation check.
infernally under my breath.
She goes, yes, like that. Back to you. Okay. What do you want to do with the wine that's on the floor?
I want to see if I can smell that same almond smell to see if it's also been poisoned.
You know what? With a roll like that,
What?
you think it has been. You can smell that almondy in the film. It's very, very faint, and probably most people wouldn't pick it up. But with those finely sort of devilish, trifling nose, very attuned to the acidic smells of hell and your ancestry, you could determine that yes, it would appear that this wine vat too has been poisoned. And with that, we cut to the people who are repeating history. Get back upstairs. Okay, so let's go with you, Wolfroll.
Okay, I'm going over to the window that's like the direction of that ramp that she must have gone the other way.
Yep.
So I'm assuming that's this over here, and look out the window to see if I can see.
Okay, give me a perception check while that's happening. Starfire, what are you doing?
I am going to pass.
You're just going to chill out? Okay. Alright. And KG, passing as well.
He's just moving up a little bit to here. He figures if there's anything outside he can, throw a decent spell at, he will.
The fog is burnt off a little bit as you look out, Wolfroll. You can see the vines, the rows of vines from the from the actual from the winery. And if you have a quick look, I'll just point up. So you guys are just basically here, looking out. So you're actually on that right-hand window as you look, essentially.
Okay.
Yep. So you see nothing of interest, not even a bird aloft.
Nothing to be seen.
Guess we better hunt her down the other way, hey?
All right, coming back to you now, Fisk. What are you going to do?
I'm just going to move down to all these barrels along the back wall and just investigate along that wall.
Yeah.
If I can see anything.
Yeah. So there's several.
Just in case.
Yeah. So stacked against this wall, you're underneath the balcony that you were just running along.
Yeah.
Yep.
The storage.
A bunch of old empty barrels. All of them are sort of marked. The Wizard of the Wines has been sort of etched into the sides of them. They are all empty. And they obviously seems to be that's where, however things are prepared or whatever, that's where the barrels are kept. Just reminding you, you've got a number of doors. It's one set of double doors to the north. 2 sets of double doors to the north over here as well. And then ajar doors over here on the western wall below you as you wander around.
So am I in front of a single door?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, okay. And then there's a single door on the other end. Okay.
Did you want to open that single door?
I just want to listen and check it for traps first,
Okay.
though.
Give me an investigation and a perception.
Giving you an investigation.
Woof! It's locked. But there's no traps.
Good. It's locked. Oh, I picked the lock.
Okay. As Fisk is there now tinkering, Ia, what would you like to do?
I'll do it as a sleight of hand.
Yep.
I'm gonna move over this way and investigate what back here.
Where?
Oh, there's a little room.
I haven't moved you anywhere. You haven't moved anywhere. Okay, sorry, you're going over there. Okay. Alright.
Mhm.
As you peer in to the open door, you can see that you can actually see outside. The door seems to have been opened from the outside, and can you see that on your map? Can you see that it goes straight through to the outside? Yeah.
Yeah.
Bare hooks
Yeah, I
line the
can see
walls of this storage room. Shelves to the south hold several pairs of stained wooden sandals with oversized soles. Both doors to this room hang open. The one to the west is fitted with iron brackets and leads outside into the rain. Lying on the floor next to it is a 5-foot-long wooden beam.
Okay. 5-foot-long wooden beam. That doesn't really mean
Well,
anything
you
to
can
me.
sort of see that. Remember, there's an iron door, so you can sort of see that the iron door has those where you could that beam could have been there to shut the door.
Oh, and someone's
No,
like
no,
broken
it's
it
not
from the
It's
outside.
intact. It's as if someone has lifted it off and thrown it to the ground and opened the door to run out.
Ah, okay. I'm going to whistle at my old mate who is down the other end, who hasn't.
Oh, she'll follow you. She's there.
Oi,
Yes, my dear. How can I help you?
I think old mate's gone this way. And
How
then
could
I'll
she have
also.
gotten over there? I thought she went out that door.
Well, someone's gone this way, and then I'll at Fisk as well. Let him know.
All right.
And then
You can't really
I'll
see
just
Fisk.
slowly creep through.
He's busy sort of over there. So you're going to step into that room. The gentle rain outside is pattering away. Through the door you can see another small building, 5 foot square, just across to the west. Yeah.
Can I go there? Okay, well, I go to the small building. I check the door for traps.
Okay, give me a check.
Apparently, I see nothing.
So you're doing an investigation. You certainly don't see any traps in the door. However, you do see that there are sweet-smelling herbs hanging on the eaves of this sort of ramshackle sort of building. And there is a small crescent moon carved into the door. The door does not seem locked. However, you do notice it is slightly ajar.
Can I hear anything from inside?
Really? No. The gentle patter of rain has begun.
Okay, I will disguise self as just a little cat. Just disguise myself as like
You're disguising
just a cat.
yourself as a cat?
just a little fat cat who's just gonna slink through the door. You know, just like a little feral cat that no one's ever going to care about. That's what I'm going to
Didn't
do.
know you could do that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So you're casting a spell slot.
Yeah.
So you are 1 foot shorter and 1 foot taller. Right?
Oh,
So you
can't
look
do
like a
that.
very large, oversized cat. So you look like
Yeah.
a very large, oversized human cat. So you can't fit through the door because you're pretty big anyway. But it's not obvious. You look furry. You look like that Cats show. You know the play? How they dress up as cats? And you kind of look like that from a distant observer.
So she
So-
doesn't actually shrink
no,
in size?
No, I like seriously.
Oh, it doesn't look like that?
As just a slight tip to all of you, please read your shit. You're casting spells at each other. You're not getting range, and now you're turning yourself into someone out of the musical Cats, which is disturbing in itself. And in fact, 3 ravens take flight in sheer horror. Fuck! 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 As they fly off. What the fuck was that? They say to each other. I'm not watching that musical again. I'm having some serious issues. Alright, with that, as you're about to go into the door, we'll cut across to Fisk, who's about to unlock that door. But before that, upstairs, what are you guys doing? Cage aimlessly wanders up and is looking out through that window. Wolfrel, Starfire, that's Starfire, sorry. I'll move Cage over here. I'm confused.
I'm just going to run to the bathroom.
Just wander back down, actually.
Yeah, I'll follow Starfire.
So you're going to wander back down the...
Yep.
Right, okay. So I'll move you all
We're going
down to the
downstairs.
bottom.
We'll go find the others.
So I'll just stack you down here. So after a moment, I'm going to put you all back into the room where Fisk is and Irina is, okay? As you come through, you see Fisk leaning underneath the balcony halfway along the wall at a door with his toolkits out, and he's just about to unlock it and now unlocks. Bernard.
Ooh.
It's unlocked.
It is unlocked.
Just
Very
gonna
easy.
wait.
It was very easy to, very simple lock. Didn't take much skill at all.
Gonna wave over the others and before I go in or open the door.
Oh, someone's got... Oh, maybe that was me. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, you see Fisk wave towards you. Cage starts to wander up. He goes on the other side.
Yep, Cage is wandering over, so does Starfire.
Yeah. And Nikki, do you want to move you across as well? Irina is gone into the room there, and she's watching very disturbedly the transformation of Ia into a strange cat type woman. If I can get a mem now. Ia, timely that you're back. The door swings open, and you see. Where were you? Where did you just go?
Bathroom.
Right. Can you describe that to us? Not the actions,
No.
just what you saw.
What?
You've just opened the door to what is their toilet.
Oh, this is their bathroom.
No, it's their outhouse. It's an old thing that you would not be familiar with. Such youthful life and luxury and modern convenience, but there's an outhouse. And Maria will remember the outhouse at Majimba.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do. I
Yeah.
do. We had one at
Yeah.
Chevalum at the farm before we had indoor stuff
So
with large pythons.
Ia runs rapidly back. Oh my god! Because basically it's just a hole in the ground with a wooden bench over it with poo stacking up.
Ew.
Right, Irina goes, what did you see? Was there something in there horrific? Something to going to
And
get
then-
you?
And I tell Irina, I'm like, oh my god, Irina, like, it's so terrifying. You need to go in there and see it for yourself. I cannot even describe this to you.
She draws the sword. Whoosh. Fear not. Irina Kalyana will protect you, young Ia. And she goes and she has a look and she turns around and gives you a look. And sheaths her sword and past you and chuckles. I like your sense of humor. I think we shall get on, you and I. Yes? Right, Fisky. Wolfrel,
Okay, I'll let
Starfire?
the others know.
you guys are there. Fisk turns back up and says it's open. What's he gonna do now?
Yeah, I've checked it. Door's ready to open.
Let's go.
You open the. Oh,
Do you wanna go
shite,
first?
What happened there? The door moved. I don't know. How did that happen? Did I move you as well, Fisk, or are you just following the strange door?
I was just stepping back so that
Stuff I can go through.
one tougher than me can go through.
Okay, push yourself through. Go in, Starfire. Go in.
Yay, I'm
No,
here.
you're just at the door. You're just right. There you go. A dirty window in the south wall allows dim light to flicker through as the rain splatters against the window pane. Wine bottles are manufactured here, as evidenced by the tools lying about. The wooden rack full of freshly blown glass bottles along the south wall. The hearth built into the southwest corner, and a barrel of sand standing next to it. A staircase descends underground, and between it and the rack of bottles stands a barred door.
Ooh,
What? A barred
a
door.
barred
So the
door.
barred door is here. You should be able to see that.
I was thinking, what sort of bard is that?
No.
Oh, a bard. Sorry.
A barred door. I relay this back to everybody that I can see.
So what do you say?
And say there's a barred. I say I can see a bunch of wine bottles and tools, and there seems to be a barred door in the corner. I think this is just an average room, and there seem to be, not a lot here. And are we interested in checking out the barred door? If so, Fisk, do you want to come in?
Yeah.
And I'll move out of the way to let Fisk come in.
I'll investigate.
Okay. So, you're investigating, so I'll just read this again very slowly. A dirty window in the south wall allows a dim light to enter this room. Wine bottles are manufactured here, as evidenced by the tools lying about. The wooden rack full of freshly blown glass bottles along the south wall. The hearth, which is a fireplace, built into the southwest corner. And the wooden barrel of sand standing next to it. A staircase descends underground, and between it and the rack of bottles stands a barred door.
So, what do you want to do about the barred door, Fisk? I think what we should do is investigate the barrel of sand, given the old tarot
my
cards
God.
that we had earlier.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
know, I
Oh.
was waiting. Gotta pick my moments. I'm more interested in the door, but if you want to check out the door, I'll check out the barrel of sand, which I think
Yeah.
is here.
Yeah.
And see if there is anything hiding in the barrel of sand. It's a long shot, but or you could investigate the sand since your investigation rolls are better than mine.
Yeah, well, I've done an investigation of the barred door. I can come back and check the sand now.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably better at checking through stuff than me, because I've got these big dragon claws and paws, and I'm pretty useless at this fine stuff. So, how about I stand back and let you just get on with it?
Wasn't a good roll.
so searching through. What are you doing?
I'm just having a look at the sand.
You feel something sharp prick into your finger as you're searching through the sand. Then a flash of red but not blood. The red of some sort of gem or ruby. And you pull out a symbol.
Oh,
Oh.
You feel
Coming up.
that it has
Oh, the holy
have-
symbol of Raven.
have a sense of something is important about this. Something that the Martikovs must have protected by hiding here in the most unobvious location that the DM could perhaps say 5 times really slowly and loudly and clearly.
Oh, come on. You only said it twice. Don't be a drama kitty.
So it looks to be a unique holy symbol. It's platinum,
Yeah.
shaped like the sun, with a large crystal embedded in its center. It feels very important to you.
I will pull it out and turn and show it to the others.
Ooh,
Ready?
it's pretty.
Bisky
Shiny. Look, the lady was right. The old lady was right. There was something hidden at the Wizard of Wines in sand.
Shiny.
Shiny, shiny.
can I Arcana?
Yeah, sure. Give me an Arcana check. Certainly, it feels like it should perhaps be imbued with a magic, but you can't kind of tell. Perhaps it's not. It's certainly closer to nature, but it starts to resonate with you, and you think that perhaps this is some form of religious power. So it's not arcane. It seems to have some sort of religious sort of feel to it. You begin to feel a connection forming with it. It seems as if it is perhaps calling out to you now, but very softly, like a very soft, mellow voice on the wind in a deep and lush and beautifully lit forest. You
You're
feel
attuned to it.
that you are perhaps becoming more attuned to what this thing might be and how it might be of assistance to you.
Should we just leave you guys in the room alone together for an hour or so?
Possibly.
So you're beginning to feel some sort of connection. Now you need to attune to this, Nikki. So Wolf will need to attune to this. She's probably the only person in the party who has any hope of attuning to it by chance. So that was good. But it will take you an hour, and in an hour's time I'll be able to give you some idea of what you think you might be able to do with it, but you will not, I won't be giving you all the details. You might need to perhaps find some people who know more about the history of this place to explain more to you. Okay,
We've got to find
so
the ravens.
can you add that, Nikki, to your character sheet? Just as a note, I can do that for you, or just write it as a note and then I'll add it later on properly.
So I'll just say,
Just say holy symbol of Ravenkind, because I think you guys can see the title anyway, can't you?
Yeah.
So there's no
so does this, do you mind if I hold on to this?
No. I've presumed I've handed it to you now. And now we head down the stairs.
Alright, Nikki, I've added it to your character sheet. Okay, but you are welcome to read about it, but do not metagame and tell anyone else what you read, and no one else read it on Nikki's character sheet, or thou shalt be smited with unforeseen.
So I probably shouldn't read it for an hour.
No, I'm
game
just
time.
adding it.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So I'm just adding it. So yeah, just leave it there, but it's in there, and you should now be able to do stuff with it when you're ready. Okay.
Can I just check game time wise today? How long are we playing for?
About another half hour. Does that work
Okay.
with everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got
Yep,
no
I just
marching or
need-
anything to do, Maddie?
I just need a quick break. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay, cool. All right. So, Wolfroll is here. Ia, you and Irina returning now.
Thank you.
Where do you want to go?
Me and old mate go, shit, where did everybody run to? Then we holler out, friends!
Ah, they're over here. Irina calls you.
No!
Ah,
And then
okay.
we run to them.
Irina standing near the casks on the outside, peering into the room.
Where's Mike?
Ia goes into the room. She's out there with Cage. Ia comes back out of the room. She's standing
Yep.
there as well.
Well, I realised I jumped on Fisk, so Fisk moved slightly forward to let us in, because he's a kind little gnome
Yeah.
like that.
So the staircase descends down,
and then,
and there seems to be, you can see from as you walk past, there seems to be a door leading back to the north.
I head down the stairs, don't
Okay,
quietly, carefully.
okay, just move your map further to the south, and you should find yourself. Let me know if you can't.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll investigate that door.
Alright, give me an investigation. Okay. The door is unlocked.
Can I hear anything?
Roll for perception. Yes, you do. You hear as if someone's shuffling or moving bottles about. You hear a very faint clink and a clank. And then you hear another clink, and a clink and a clink and a clink, as if someone's lifting things, putting them back down, looking, searching. Something's going on to the door to the north. The other thing you notice is that it's cool. It's cold and cool in Barovia as it is, but here a shiver starts to form into the back of your spine, and you fight it off, and a little flush goes across your face. With that, back upstairs, Irina now comes into the room, and she goes, "Oh, wine bottles. It's a shame they're all empty as well. The wine is poisoned. There's no wine in the bottles. Casks have been broken by the man falling from the man thing, the tree thing, whatever he is, that with the antlers falling from above on fire. And yes, I see. Are we going to go down the stairs? What is that you are holding? That looks very interesting." Talking to you, Wolfroll.
Fisk found it.
I see. This I have seen this shape
Just
before.
trying
You
to
know,
work out.
it is something I have seen this
Have you?
in my studies in my father's library. This star type, sun type shape. This is interesting. Perhaps I shall not touch it. I shall leave it with you. It reminds me of yes. There's a story to this thing. I am not sure, but this shape, this amulet, I think I have seen drawn in one of my father's books, or in someone's books. But I could only imagine it would be my father.
Do you
No,
remember
I
the
do
story?
not. I
That
just
went with-
remember the shape. My father told me many stories,
Mm.
but and she shivers, the cold here creeping up from below, and she sort of
You
perhaps
you can get
perhaps
something.
when we leave this place and perhaps we find the owners and can ask them, or are we planning on taking it from them? I assume this is their property. Yes.
Well, it's unclear because it was hidden away, and the druids seem to be searching for something that had been taken from them too.
Perhaps this is
So
what the
I'm
druids
just
were
trying to
looking
work out
for,
what
perhaps.
it is. I'm wondering if it might be, but we really don't know. I think I'll keep it close to me, concealed, so it's not so
I see.
obvious.
This
for
will-
anyone we bump into
This will be
to
a
see
good
if
idea.
it's-
They did say something about a gem, and I see that it has a gem in it as well. Who knows? Shall we join your friend
So I'll
downstairs,
tuck it
or
under.
what are we doing? Shall we unlock this door? Perhaps this goes outside. Yes, I think I can hear the rain pattering outside. She listens at the door.
Let's give it a go. Can you unlock doors?
It's pretty much barred. There's like a beam across it, like that sort of thing to stop it being pushed in. So she could lift the beam off, slide the bolt back, and open the door if you wished. Is that what you wanted to do?
Yeah, I think so.
Irina
Yeah.
goes, okay, you're sure? She lifts it and she opens it, and as she suspected, there's a small set of stairs leading out into the wet and dank, and now again getting slightly thicker. The midday sun, almost like a bright moon. Here, what are you doing?
I'm confused, but I am gonna go down with Fisk. Go down the
See.
stairs.
Why are you confused, Irina says.
I ignore her and go down the
I shall
stairs.
follow you, my good friend. And she follows you down the stairs. Okay. So, Fisky, you're at the door listening, or did you coming back up?
I'm just moving back up to tell everyone to shh what I've heard
Okay.
and come down quietly.
So, yeah, you meet Fisky on the stairs. Yeah,
I
took
just
off
lost
the
sound.
echo, but
Oh.
that's alright. There'll be more soon. Okay. Fiskia, you're downstairs. You guys want to take any action?
No, I'm just waiting for everyone else to come down. Let them know that I've heard these sounds of
Okay.
something, someone moving
Irina
bottles,
says, I
etc.
shall wait up here. Shall I close the door, or will I leave it open? Okay, I'll close it, maybe. Or do we want to leave it open in case we need to run away?
Just leave it open and get
Okay,
your ass
Starfire and
downstairs.
Wolfrel, what are you guys doing?
I'm getting my ass downstairs.
So,
Again,
there's only one spot left at the door. Who's going to do that? Is that you, Starfire? You are there at the door. Wolfrel, I'm sticking you here. So everyone good? And I'll... Hang on, Starfire, you've gone back upstairs. You're on mute. Yeah.
So did you tell us something, Fisk?
Go
Yes.
downstairs.
As I said again, I listened downstairs. There was something or someone moving bottles or crates, looking, scratching through that door. So, happy to get out of the way.
And scratching. Possibly twig blight? Vine blight? Shall we go for a look?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're going to open the door.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I'm just trying to see where the door is. Am I near it? Yep, I'll open the door.
Okay. As you open the door, wooden pillars and beams support this 10-foot high ceiling of this ice-cold cellar. It's like when you open one of those big deep freezers and a blast of cold air. I mean, it's dank and cold and already, but this just puts a chill right through you. A thin mist covers the floor. Each half of the cellar features an 8-foot tall wooden partition that doubles as a wine rack. The rack in front of you is filled with wine bottles.
Ooh, are they full?
Yes.
Ooh,
So as you
even
move
better.
in,
So we can take some stuff
as you
back.
move in, you can see that over to the east and to the west, you can see that there are stairs that that go continue, like that have a ramp basically, like as you've seen before. Yeah. Can you see that on yours?
Yep.
Yeah. Hang on.
It's with a ramp, yep. So we could load up barrels of wine to take back to Barovia should we wish to do that for the Martikovs, since we said we'd bring them something.
Yeah, so there's no barrels, but this gives you the idea of what it looks like. So instead of the barrels,
Oh, okay.
just interpretive, is interpretive dance of being wine bottles. Yeah.
Okay, yep. Gotcha.
Okay. Oh my god.
Cool.
Right.
Alrighty. I will turn around and tell the others what I see.
Fisk, you come in now as well.
Yep, I've just, because I was holding up the staircase, so I've slipped into the corner.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll just duck out and go up the stairs and say blah blah, wine cellar, bottles,
Okay, so you
weird strange
duck
mist
out.
on the floor.
Okay,
And then
just
come
as
back.
You duck out and you're telling the rest of them. Fisk. Something moves behind the eastern wine rack. Through the holes you glimpse a half-dozen humanoid figures. One with a full rack of antlers. You hear a gravelly voice mutter the words of a spell. Roll for initiative.
Is that all of us roll for initiative?
Yep, everyone roll for initiative. Yeah.
Or just Fisk?
Alright. So I've got Fisk in here at this stage. The rest of you rolling for initiative.
Trying.
Mm-hmm.
I got Ia, Fisk, Starfire now.
Let's see if I can get cages up.
Woo!
Okay. Alright, Cage, Wolfwall, Starfire, Fisk. I think that's everyone, isn't it? We are rummaging, ready to go, and we have Starfire first. You hear something. You hear suddenly someone, and it's not Fisk, muttering a spell.
I think we should take this opportunity to disengage and bar the door and keep them stuck down there, rather than fight them and blow up the wine. I'm going to point out to the others, I think, in this situation, given we're in this cellar. Retreat.
Okay.
So I'm going to say to Fisk and the others, move up the stairs, let's retreat and just bar the door and give ourselves some more fighting room and not damage the wine.
Mm-hmm. Good plan.
Yep. By pushing these guys up the stairs, can I do that?
It will get discount.
Okay, Fisk, your turn now.
Yep. Shoving my way past these guys.
So 5, 10, 15, 20. So I'll put you back upstairs there, Maria.
Yep.
Okay, Fisky, what are you doing?
I'm skedaddling.
Okay. So I'll put you upstairs as well. Okay. Wolfroll, what are you going to do? You skedaddling or are you going forward?
I'm not going forward. Are the walls of this stone? Yeah, I'm going back with Starfire and Fisk.
Okay. Up you go. Cage, I assume, is going back. Ia, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm going back.
Ah,
I'm bringing my little buddy with me. Although I'm sure she's literally already like back at the top of the
yeah,
staircase.
she is. As Ia, as
Sure
you
she
turn
is.
and run up the stairs, a massive thunderous blast of energy emanates out. You hear the shattering of wine bottles. Your heart quickly stutters as the 1d20 plus. Let me just quickly do this.
Goddamn druids.
Let's roll the dice. What is it? What is it?
What did you say?
17, 18, oh, 27 bottles of wine are shattered. Their contents splash around you, and I need you to do a saving throw, please, Ia.
Of what? What saving throw?
Good question. Sorry, I just had that. Where I've got too many things happening. Too many things. Wait, here we go. Constitution saving throw.
I don't want to do Constitution though. It's not good for me.
Oh. You're thrown to the ground as a thunder wave claps around you. But because you're running up the stairs, you're going to take half damage. So you take 7 hit points damage. I'm giving you the that is halved. But you failed, and therefore you were thrown to the ground. You take 7 hit points damage as you're thrown up and onto the stairs. Where are you? Yeah, you are here, just at the top there, prone. 7 hit points damage. The rest of you, the building shakes. It's like it's a massive clap of thunder, as if the place itself was struck by lightning. And you hear the smash and tinker of glass.
We cry.
Okay. With that, it is now Fisk's go. No, Starfire, your go.
I'll go over and pull Ear up the stairs so that we can close the door and
Well,
bar it?
who's going to go down and bar it?
I thought the door was at the. I thought there was a door at the top that was
Yeah, the door
barred.
at the top's barred. Yeah, it's open.
Yep. So if I pull Ia out of the way,
Are you looking at your map?
is Oh, okay. So it's down here. We didn't shut it on the way out.
Fisk ran.
Fucking
say-
Fisk.
I say, guys, the door's still open. Let's get out and lock this one that Fisk had unlocked before. Let's move out of here quickly and then lock them through this door.
Yep.
Yep. So
Down
we
the
all exit this way. Yeah.
Exit
Exit
stage
stage
left.
north.
I can't move
Okay.
Irina.
Right. This looks
Yep.
like a good plan. Okay. Fisk, Wolfrel,
Yep.
what are you doing?
Exit and
I'll
lock
just
the
stop
door.
There. So, what are you guys doing?
Heading in where everyone
Okay,
else is.
Cells in. Wolfrel, you doing the same?
yes.
Okay.
So can we physically lock the door,
As,
please?
as you're moving, Wolfrel, coming up about 10 feet down the stairs, as you go past, you see this sort of needle-type creature, horrifically sort of formed. How do I do that? I can't. Okay.
Can I give it a cantrip on my way past?
That will take an action, so you'll only be able to move 30 feet. But yeah, sure. What are you doing? Thunderclap.
Thunderclap.
Okay. Alrighty then. So thunder waves, not thunder wave, thunderclap. Have you got?
Because the rest of the party has gone through the door.
Yep, they sure
Mhm.
have. Let me just look at your spells. Thunderclap. You create a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. Each creature within range, being 5 foot. Yep, so it's 2 of them. Must succeed a Constitution saving throw. Take 1d6 thunder damage. Right, you just casting it at first level or at
Yeah.
Yep, because you can
Yeah.
do 2d6. When you reach 5th level, 2d6. No, it does 2d6. So can you roll me another 6-sided dice? Oh no, it says 2d6 there. 9. Yeah, fantastic. Beautiful. So that will take 9 damage. Must succeed on a Constitution throw or take. Yep. Okay. Needlebright dude, where are you? Here you are! Oh my goodness, 2 of you! Constitution saving throw! Save my little friend, save! What's your DC? So I think, yep, your DC saving. So 1 gets a 20, 1 gets a 12. Your spell DC is 15. So 1 takes 7 hit points damage. Beautiful. Right. Bits of twigs fly off it as it's coming up the stairs, taking 7 hit points damage. Boom! It looks withered and stumbles back, almost like half of it has been blasted away by your thunder wave. And you now make it through the door next to Ia. Okay. Alright. Fisky, I'm going to say it's I'm going to go back to Starfire. It's your go. And then we'll get back into proper turns.
Okay, I'm just going to
Monk around.
quickly consult with Cage and call out to the others the plan.
The plan. The plan.
The plan.
All right.
Plan B.
Any other
We need
action?
to do plan B.
That's it.
No.
Fisk, over to you.
Are we only up to B?
I'm
Today we're B.
in the far corner, so really nothing from me for this turn.
Okay, Wolf Roll. Oh my god, dude! It says needle bright's coming up. I just zapped one as I ran through. Oh my god.
I'll wait by the door and see if anything comes through it, ready to give them a
But
good...
we definitely locked it, right?
We have locked that door behind us.
Have you?
Yes.
Yes.
How did you lock it?
With the key.
You don't have a key? Fisk used lockpicks.
With the bars. The
No,
bars.
the bar is over here on this door.
I'm going to slide a barrel against the door.
Right, it
Which way
it
does the
opened
door open?
inwards, but that's cool. That's no worries.
Uh-oh. Fisk, how did you lock it?
He didn't lock it. He unlocked it using
How did you
his
unlock it? I mean, how did he unlock it?
Bernard.
Fisk.
Lock it. I use my unlocking skills.
Have you still got the padlock or whatever was on the door?
It's just a keyhole
It's
lock.
just a keyhole.
Just a keyhole?
Yeah, it didn't
Any
take the
chance-
colour. I just
So you
picked
can
them up.
relock that? Shit.
You guys work so well
We
together
should
as a
probably
team. This is
run.
wonderful to watch.
I know.
It's
We should
like-
just
I
run.
think we're pretty tight outfit, really.
I reckon. It's pretty cool.
Get a barrel under the door.
So you get a, so the door opens inwards. So you're gonna roll a barrel in front of the doorway. Really? Is that what you're doing, Wolfroll? That's your turn.
So it
Can't
Do we
use
want to
the-
go out?
Can you use the lock picking equipment to relock the lock?
Yeah, but Fisk is on the other side of the room, and we're in 6-second turn base now. Because needle blights are pouring up the stairway. So yeah, that's a good plan. Yeah.
Fisk!
Okay. So Starfire, Fisk, Wolfrolls go. The Druids go. The Druid is moving. Okay. Ia, your go.
I yell at Fisk. Oi, chuck me your goddamn lockpick equipment from
You
across
don't
the
have
room.
you don't have time.
Well, what are we gonna do?
We could run outside where we've got more room to fight them, and then Wolfroll could call down lightning and smash them all.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm giving you
I'm
5
guess
seconds
we're
now.
gonna
Are you
have
doing
to.
anything else? 4,
We're all
Running.
gonna run again.
Run.
2. Alright. You can take your action and you can move 60 foot, which is 10 squares.
Wait, where's the outside?
This way was to the toilet, right? Is that where
Yeah.
you went before?
Mm-hmm. 1, 2,
So,
3,
so just
4,
like, I don't know.
5.
But remember there was that way outside if that was like, you know.
Oh,
It's like right next to you.
Yeah, but that would mean going
No,
past the
not
needle
going
points.
past the 2 lights.
But yeah, like if you're wanting to run outside, that's where you could have gone.
6,
Alright.
7.
Okay, you're done. So he
Eight.
is running like crazy.
Good.
The needle blight comes up and comes through the door and is going to give you a bit of a clawing, young Wolfroll. It attacks, rolling a 15. Does that hit?
My armor
Is a
class,
11.
I think my buck skin would have worn off. That's an
Yep.
11.
So it hits, and it does 6 piercing damage to you.
Bastard.
And with that, another needle blight comes up the stairs behind it. And another
Can
one
I,
behind that. And another one further down the stairs.
And they're twiglet. They're also made of twigs.
Yeah, needle blights. They're made of needles.
Needles.
Like wooden needles, though,
Yeah.
right?
Cages go.
Like
What's
pine cone
Cage doing?
needles.
He can
Cage
attack.
is going to, yeah, he is going to attack. He's
Produce
trying to
flame.
attack. Hang on.
Nice.
What was that?
Sorry, did I do that? I just meant to show you the spell. But that is
Oh,
what
I like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
the
what's
next
Cage
chance
doing?
I get.
Cage isn't doing produce fire.
So Cage is trying to do a spell at the moment. So he is aiming at the needle blights and he is going to do Agonizer's Scorcher.
Ooh.
So this is why he's trying to push Wolfril out of the way. So it's a line of roaring flame, 30 feet long, 5 feet wide.
Yep, just click on the
So he's
spell and...
Yep.
Yeah. So...
I'm hoping it comes up. Yeah, it's a dex save 15.
Yeah. So it doesn't save. So the first 2 needle blights at the door burst into flames and essentially are dead. And burning.
Yay!
Dead and burning. But only those 2. But their burning bodies are stopping the other needle blights coming through.
That's a good thing.
That is a good thing. You guys need all the good things you can get, I suspect. So, on fire. Okay. Alright, and with that, it's Starfire's go. And we'll do one more round and we'll call it for a night. Starfire.
Okay, the plan was to run, so Starfire's moving outside with Ia. That was the turn.
Yep. Okay, Starfire's out. Fisk, what are you doing? You running as well?
Have I got a line? I haven't got.
No, there's fire and
Line
flames
fire
now,
then.
and there's no living target.
Yeah. I will head out then.
Okay. Wolfril?
Have I got a visible target?
Yes, there's one just at the top of the stairs that you can target with something.
I'll do my produce flame cantrip and throw it.
Okay, I'm going to give you your first one before, and it erupts and burns and is dead as well. So there's fire there as well. It would appear that the fire is beginning to now spread.
Very good.
Not good for the winery, though.
No. If there's opportunity for me to run, then I'll start running too.
The wooden,
That's my
the
next
wooden
move.
balustrade, the wooden, whatever thing that's above you, next to the things, is starting to catch on fire. Okay. Cage, what's Cage doing? Irina is running.
Cage was just backing up Wolfril till she could run. So he is going to move not quite out of the room, but he'll move here at least to be ready to exit completely. But if
Okay, Wolfril, what are you going to
needs
do?
help, he'll help.
Yep.
Me? Yep, I'm running too.
Okay. Are you all outside? So you all now make it outside. I'm just going to put it there, and that's where we'll call it tonight. The winery is beginning to catch a flame. The balustrade is catching
not
on
good.
fire. The wine has been poisoned. You have, however, recovered something that the mysterious and wondrous Madame Eva whispered to you on that dark, stormy night in your second night in this strange land. And with that, we shall call it a night.
Night. I feel bad for burning the winery.